Warning, F-bombs are armed and may be dropped. Repeatedly in this case. All right. Um, let's just go for this. Coast Guard rescue swimmer praised by Biden faces separation over COVID-19 vaccine, quote, refusal. AST2 Zach Loesch rescued people in Florida trapped by Hurricane Ian. Okay. A Coast Guard rescue swimmer who received a personal thank you call from President Biden for saving Florida residents trapped by rising floodwaters during Ian is reportedly set to be involuntarily separated for not getting vaccinated from COVID 19. AST2 Zach Loesch told Breitbart News on Saturday that he expects to be discharged within the next 60 days for violating Coast Guard's mandate that all personnel be vaccinated for COVID 19. Now, hold on to that thought for a second. He expects to be discharged within the next 60 days for violating the Coast Guard's mandate that all personnel be vaccinated. Remember that. It's going to come up again. Loesch also said his application for a religious exemption and its subsequent appeal have both been denied. Okay, so he's being given a choice: your conscience or your country. Fuck you. I'd go my conscience twice and walk. But anyway, at least 100 people have been confirmed dead in the hurricane's aftermath. Alrighty. So, the guy who prevented a lot more deaths is being kicked out for having a conscience. Where have we ever heard that one before? Um, uh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Why don't you read along with me? The Coast Guard is the only military branch that falls under Department of Homeland Security. The other military services are part of Department of Defense, which made COVID-19 vaccinations mandatory for all troops in August 2021. Okay, so while the rest of us are starting to get to the point where we're saying, wait a second, something's wrong with this whole story, Department of Defense, not Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense made vaccines mandatory. Seems totally legit to me. Doesn't it seem legit to you? It's not all I got for you. So, okay. Supreme Court upholds bump stock ban in a big win for terrorists, I mean gun safety advocates. The U.S. Supreme Court on Monday rejected two appeals by gun owners seeking to overturn the federal government's ban on the sale of bump stocks, devices that allow semi automatic firearms to shoot more than one shot with a single pull of the trigger. Except that this is a lie. It is a complete and total lie. It is not even a partial lie. Fact of the matter is, you don't even squeeze the trigger. Pull it, push it, turn it upside down. I don't give a flying fuck what you call it. All right? Activation. Happy now of the trigger. Your finger sets perfectly still the whole time. And to be perfectly blunt, a bump stock converts a semi automatic rifle into essentially a pump action. Semi pump action? You have to pull the whole fucking gun forward again to bring it back into a position where you can squeeze the trigger, pull the trigger, flip it upside down, activate whatever. But this is considered a victory. I've been saying this for over a year now, and I'm just gonna fucking say, I told you so. Right? I said it. GOA, FPF, FPC, NRA, all the rest of you. I asked, I begged, I offered, I even fucking called GOA at one point to offer to testify for the defendant, the plaintiffs in this case. I've never gotten a call back. I've never gotten an email back. I've gotten a lot of uh, emails asking for money. Oh boy, do I get those! I get those every day. But you never got back to me about this. I could have explained this part to the court in a way that they would have understood. But you never got back to me, so I couldn't help you. And you know what? This is your own fault. You took their money and the money of donors and didn't do your job. Couldn't even be bothered to return a single phone call. Well, congratulations, you absolutely deserve this. Now I'm still in this situation where I can't uh, go on camera for a couple more weeks. It is what it is. I can't get into it. No, I'm not sick again, so don't even start that shit. Um, yeah, guys. Here's an idea for you. One, uh, stop forcing people to choose between their faith and the service to their country, because that's some serious bullshit there, Joe. And that one is on you. You were the commander in chief at that point. Don't try to push that off on Donnie. He was gone by this point. Don't even try lying your way out of that. Um, and I mean, if somebody's reaching out to you and saying, "Hey, I think I can help you," might want to at least take 2 seconds, reply back, and say, "Okay, what have you got?" It's just that simple. It takes 2 seconds. Keep calm and mandatory carry on.